To all, myself Vaishnavi, Assistant Professor IT Department from SNS College of Engineering. Now we are going to see about the design process in object-oriented software engineering. Design process. The software design process is the stage where the requirements of the software system are turned into the detailed plan, often referred to as the blueprint for building the system. Second point, the process is iterative, meaning it repeats over time, with each iteration refining and improving the design based on the feedback and the new insights. The goal is to ensure that the final software meets uh, all the requirements of the users, stakeholders, and the technical requirements. And then key goals of the good design. A good software design must follow the certain guidelines to ensure the software is of high quality and can be effectively developed and maintained. First one, meeting all the requirements. The design must cover both the explicit and implicit requirements. Explicit requirements are the clear written needs, like the system must allow the users to log in, and then implicit requirements might be the things like performances that they are not always explicitly stated but they are assumed by the users. Second key point will be the readability and the understandability. The design should be clear and easy to understand for everyone involved in the project. The developers who will code the system, testers who will check for the bugs, and support the teams who will help to maintain it later. And then third one will be the complete picture of the systems. The design should provide a full view of the system, covering the data, how the data is stored and then used, and the functionality. Functionality means what this software does, and the behavior here is how the system interact with the inputs or the conditions. And then this gives a comprehensive understanding of how the system works. And then quality guidelines for the good design. Good software design also follows some quality guidelines to ensure it efficient, scalable, and easy to maintain. First one, architecture. The software architecture should use the recognized patterns or the styles that are proven to work. The component of the design should be well out and fit together in the way that make it easy to implement and the testing. Second one will be the modularity. The design should be divided the software into smaller, logical, and then can be developed, tested, and then maintained independently. And then third one will be the clear representation. The design should clearly separate the data, architecture, interfaces, and components, making it easy to understand how the each part of the system fits together. Fourth one will be the data structure. The design should include the appropriate data structures, example arrays, lists, and the trees that match the needs of the system and follow the standard patterns that are well understood. And then fifth one will be the independent components. Each component of the system should have independently functionality, meaning they can work on their own without relying to having on others. Sixth one, simplified interfaces. The design should create the simple interfaces that reduces the complexity, making it easier to connect with the different parts of the system and integrate with the external systems. Seventh key point will be the repeatable process. The design process should be repeatable, meaning that it follows its consistent method informed by the requirement analysis. The software is built in the structured and the predictable way. Eighth one will be the effective communication. The system should be documented using the notations and the diagrams that clearly communicate the system's structures and the behaviors. And then quality attributes. The FURPS stands for the 5 key quality attributes of the software design should aim to achieve. These are the essential targets for designing the high quality software. First one will be the functionality. It focuses on where the software has all the features it needs. Is the system secure and it does not deliver the right function as expected. And then second one will be the usability. Measures measures how the user friendly and initiative of the software is for the people to use, and it does not look good. Does it have the good documentation? And then third one will be the reliability, measures how often the software fails and how the predictable and accurate it is. Can it recover from the failures, and is the software dependable? And then fourth one will be the performances. It refers how fast the software works and efficiently it uses the resources. And then fifth one will be the supportability. It describes how it easy it's to maintain, update and fix the software. This includes the extendability. Can we add the new features? And the testability, here how easy it is to test. And the compatibility, can the software work on the different systems or the devices? And then consideration of the quality attributes during the design. It is important to keep these quality attributes in the mind from the very beginning of the design process, not after the software is built. Different project may be prioritized different attributes, such as an application may focuses on the functionality and the security, and then the game might empathize the performances and the responsive. And then the medical system, it focuses on heavily on the reliability to ensure the data accuracy and then uptime. Thank you.